Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Chapter 4 is titled Hands Up. It's the colt, said Annie. He's looking for his mother. She ran towards the wild-eyed little horse. Wait, said Jack. Oh, brother. He pulled the book out of his backpack. He found a chapter titled Horses of the Wild West. He started reading. At the end of the 1800s, over 1 million wild horses, called mustangs, wandered the Wild West. These tough, fast horses were descendants of the runaway Spanish horses. Mustang herders captured them and sold them to ranchers. Breaking a wild Mustang took great skill. Jack turned the page. There was a picture of a herd of horses. 2 of them even looked like the beautiful mare and her colt. Hey, Annie, Jack called. You should look at this picture. Annie didn't answer. Jack looked up. Annie was trying to get close to the young Mustang, but he kept jumping and running away. Watch it, he's wild, said Jack. Annie was speaking softly to the colt. She slowly reached out and grabbed the end of the rope. Still talking to him, she led him to the broad wooden post. Stop! Don't do anything, said Jack. He flipped the page of his book. He found a section called How to Treat a Horse. The basic rules of how to treat a horse are simple. A soft hand, a firm voice, a sunny attitude, praise, and a reward. I've got the rules, shouted Jack. Don't do anything before I write them down. Jack pulled out his notebook and pencil. He wrote, Horse rules. 1, soft hand. 2, firm voice. 3, sunny attitude. 4, praise. And 5, reward. Okay, listen. Jack looked up, but Annie was already sitting on the colt's back. Jack froze. He held his breath. The Mustang whined and pawed the ground. He snorted and tossed his head. Annie kept patting his neck and talking softly. Finally, the young horse grew still. Annie smiled at Jack. I named him Sunset, she said. Jack let out his breath. Let's go, said Annie. We have to go find his mom. Are you crazy, said Jack. We have to solve our riddle. It'll be dark soon, and those guys were really bad guys. I could tell. We don't have any choice, said Annie. Oh, brother. Jack knew she wouldn't change her mind. Let's see what the book says. He read more about the wild Mustangs. Wild Mustangs live together in families. They bond between a mare and her young is very strong. His sounds of distress or hunger will always bring her to him. The Mustang cannot bear to wander alone. Jack groaned. Oh. He looked at the sunset. Oh, the young Mustang did have a sad look in his eyes. Okay, we'll make a plan, he said. But first, I have to get out of these boots. Jack grabbed one of the boots and pulled. Hurry, said Annie. I can't even think in these things, said Jack. He huffed and he puffed and he pulled. Then a deep voice stopped him cold. Hands up or I'll shoot. Jack let go of his boot. He raised his hands into the air. So did Annie. A cowboy rode out of an alley. His face was bony and super tanned. He was riding a gray horse and pointing a 6-shooter. I reckon you're the smallest horse thieves I've ever come across, he said. I'll show you the picture before we start chapter 5 tomorrow. There's Annie on Sunset. There's somebody.